The question is what to do if larger chest, wider shoulders, and the six-pack can be achieved from today until the summer hits. Well, generally for someone like me, for an average gym goer, yes, it can be. If you have the basic exercise form down and you kind of have some sort of strength and cardiovascular fitness, then yes, definitely it can be done. One thing though, what you need to know is your exercise program will not do it. It will not be enough. What I'm doing here, what we are doing here, 5 days, 6 days out of the week is not enough. Heavy lifting, technical lifting, intense exercising, circuit training is very important. It's important for muscle building, it's important for posture, for strength, and for athletic performance. But it will not get you that extra level of chiseling. So what I'm doing now, because you see, I had my Christmas period in Germany, which involved some amount of beer, some amount of cakes, right? It's Germany. So, I went through a proper Christmas with my family. That was fun. And then we came back in January to the business, and it sort of kicked off with a very mixed year. Up till this point, I wasn't able to take a day off. So it's just busy. It's just very, very, very busy. And for several weeks, I didn't even have time to exercise myself, because I decided to take that extra hour on the day, what I had for myself, to meditate, so I can keep myself operational. But unfortunately, I couldn't exercise. Maybe once, twice a week, but not as much as I would have liked to. And so things started to settle down a couple of weeks ago, but we are already in the middle of February. So I can imagine that I'm not the only one who is in the same shoes. And so what I started to do in the start of February is I started to really tighten up my diet. I started to watch out for my nutrition. I came off carbs, I came off sugars, and I just started to go for something you would call vertical diet and intermittent fasting. So I wouldn't have breakfast, and I would focus on simple foods to eat, king prawns and chicken, pretty much that's it, and 4 or 5 types of different vegetables, and one source of carbohydrate, which in my case would be sweet potato. It's easy to source, it's easy to cook, it lasts long, so you can cook it on Sunday, cook enough so that it keeps fresh until next Sunday. I've been doing 4 sets of 20 repetition of an abdominal progression. Now, whenever I'm thinking about progression, whenever I'm thinking about an everyday exercise, right, I tend to think of convict conditioning, because you don't need any tools, you can do them anywhere. The progression is quite simple, quite laid out, so if you get stronger, you can just pick heavier exercises. Easy enough, right? And really, it removes all the excuses. Now, I don't care if I do them in the morning, and you should not care if you do them in the morning or in the evening. You just gotta get it done. So sometimes I would do it midday. I just did my push-ups now. Sometimes I would do it in the morning as soon as I get out of bed, or even before I get out of bed. And yesterday I didn't have time during the day, so I did it in the living room just before shower. So that is 4 sets of leg raises in my case. I'm on my straight-legged leg raises, just getting into the V-sits for the first couple of sets, and then transitioning back down to the leg raises. And another thing what I'm doing is 3 sets of 20 push-ups. 3 sets for now, but the goal is to reach 4 sets of 20. Okay, again, with push-ups, I go simple floor push-ups, right? If you cannot do them on the floor, if you cannot do full push-ups, then you can go down to your knee or do them on a table in an inclined position or on a chair in a much more horizontal position but still inclined. So you can find your own progression which you can follow. The set lasts with the push-ups until you break out of that plank position. Okay, so whichever plank position you decided to start your push-ups, until as soon as you break out of that position, you put your knee down, you lift your ass up, you drop your chest to the floor. Whatever you do, what gets you out of that plank position, even for a split second, your set is finished. That's all you could do in one set for that day, which is fine. I tend to keep this simple. This is very simple. This is just leg raises and push-ups. I tend to keep this simple for the reason that I don't need to keep a fucking log in my head, because if I need to start logging it, right, then I need to get a book to log it, or I need to get my phone to log it, and that's another issue what gives me an excuse not to do it. So if I'm listening to music on my phone in the gym and my phone is at the station at the reception, then, you know, that's an excuse not to do it. I don't want to remove my phone. If I have it on paper and I forget my papers, that's an excuse not to do it. Once you reach the 4th set of 20, you can start heavier progressions. You know, it's literally endless. Like, from leg raises, you could do 4 sets of 20 on each arm, on the bar, single arm, hanging leg raises. Push-ups, you could do single arm push-ups on the floor, 4 sets of 20, or single arm handstand push-ups on each arm, 4 sets of 20. You understand, it's like kind of divine. If you do that every day, hats off to you. So you see, there is a progression in this, simplicity, and there is an ease of management, so you can just get it done. That and your exercise routine together should be enough to get you in shape in a course of 2-3 months, right? It will be difficult, you will be sore most of the time, and especially mentally, you need to stick to it, you need to do it every day. Now, whenever my training regime, my normal program calls for abdominal exercises or presses exercises, obviously I do them, and obviously I do them on top of my daily push-ups and leg raises. Try it out and please post a video about your progression. Keep motivating people, keep spreading the word, subscribe to my channel if you like these videos, ask your questions, share the hell out of this. This is a simple tip, yet it is very effective. Thank you for watching.